Hey guys, and welcome back to Exchange Sidings. Yeah, Holy Bridge. Now that's a bridge. And either that is clipping or that is extremely tight on the loading gauge. But yeah, this is the Britannia Bridge. The one thing that annoys me is that it's right hand running. That tunnel goes off there and terminates. Please tell me. What? Um, okay. That's it's certainly a way to do it. That is yeah, that's something. Goes in and out of that platform. But yeah, right. What am I planning to do today? So, I am going to come all the way down to here to Legislaw. So I was just watching Wolf's video. Oh, did add some lines up here. Okay, that's good. Or he added one more. Looks thinks it was a bus. No, that's one of mine. No, it's a tram route. I just can't see the trams on it. There they are. But I'm going to rebuild Legislaw. I have an idea about it. I have a reasoning behind it. And I'm moving that over there so I don't keep chinking it. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna remove that as well. Right now. Building. That's Quayside. That's King's Cross. That is a bridge span. That's a swing bridge. That's a depot. Crack. No, I need passenger buildings, really. I'm gonna use the King's Cross again. Immediately go to 240. I want a large building. And that's going there. I also need more space back here. Right, let's try that again. So I want 240. I'm going to make it still keep it that. Right. And now I need to figure. Thank you, autosave. Never noticed you were there. You're just getting in my way. As always. Nope, that's wrong. I want you to be 80 so you can have stuff going through at 50 mile an hour. And then you go back to 40. That now grants a through line. If these lines are for the tunnel, so therefore they can afford to go up to 50. There we go. And then one final set of platforms. Just there. Now then. You can... No, that's still on configure. Now you need to go back to build. Rex. Because that then sends you down and separates you immediately. That helps. At the same time, you are going to come out at 25 miles an hour. Double up. Go over that level crossing. Form a level crossing there. Again, still only doing 25 miles an hour. A poor girl. Don't do that. Give her some respect. Right, at the same time, then this can actually do... Yeah, have it do 80. Okay. Yeah, can it 80 up to the level crossing? Whereas you can go down to 40 just there. You can have a starter leaving. Have a holding signal there. Because this regional service doesn't go to Longshore anymore. It goes... That's Riverside. That's also don't exist. That's also about to not exist. You go down to Exchange, which I'm actually going to call Riverside. Is this... Yeah, this is all right-hand running. Okay, time to convert this to left-hand running. Nobody likes that all of a sudden. Suddenly everybody gets through the program again. You can be turned around. Actually, is this the regional train? Yeah, it is. You have a brake coach at both ends, don't you? Yes, you do. Well, it's 1900, 1890. You are going to be the first victim of Bushbowl. Because you're restricted to an 80-meter platform. Yeah, so a 5-coach push-pull loco, a set, or 4-coach. So a 4-coach push-pull set there, and there is 3 of them, so that's 7 minutes turnaround. That's not too bad. You look knackered. Yeah, you are the most modern passenger set that I've got, but I can now legitimately I can now give you the coaching stock I've wanted to give you for a while. You've got a 120-meter limit, if I remember rightly. So I can't necessarily go insane. Slight downgrade in capacity, but you should be actually lighter. I'm getting distracted. Assets, no, terrain tool, eraser, What are we? A smattering of tree gun. It's just to add a little bit. Please tell me there's better road vehicles. There aren't. Right then. Anywho, now with that slight sideshow on dealt with, that's that done. So with that, right, if anything, I want this to have the following. So I want level. And I want you to, if anything, be more of the, to actually be the slow, to be through from the slows. Waiting on autosave. Cheers. Didn't want it anyway. Oh. There's a tiny little bit of track there that didn't delete. Right, the fasts will go for 50 to about there. And then they will just bugger off at 125. Over natural course acceleration. Yeah, 8. With the fasts here, they go as far as here. And then they go up to 200. Right, here is where things can get a little bit interesting. Because I want these to have access to both the fasts and the slows. I'm going to just do that through a just staggered junctions. But okay, it managed to do that within the time span that's at 150. Okay, so I just mirror that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Now it's getting this bay platform over to that slow. I think I have an idea how I'm going to do it. So I can swing it across those like that. Oh. Could send that straight to there. It looks straighter. But doing that... How many kittens are you about to have if I tell you to try and do that? You'll have all of the kittens. Well, what if I do that instead and remove that and then replace it and rebuild that? It just turns into a single sweeping curve at 50. I mean, it works. I'd want to extend the 50 up to about there, though, to do that. But it works. And to be honest with you, I'm happy with it. Now you've got the bay into the slow loop. To be honest with you, from the slow loop you can just go straight across. Slow. And now coming from the bay, you want, that's a waypoint, not a signal. That's a signal. You want a starter. And now, can I do this in the assets? It's those ones. So if I do this as a 3-track span, so arguably, could I get away without doing a 5-track span? Although that gives you an idea for positioning. This can go down to a 3. can't do. Um, you can get a grounded starter. I haven't quite done. Okay, I haven't done the tracks here yet. Okay, thanks you for reminding me, game, by just, you know, not telling me until I went to try and build them. Could just do that and make life easy for myself. Me making life easy for myself? That sounds like a challenge. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that works. Same time here. Passenger buildings. No, I want the large one. And now we go to the medium. Come on, game. Come on. Take your time. It's almost like I've got all day. Come on. Yeah, that will do. So I've got a just all rebuilt as of here. Configuration though, because it's a bit empty. There we go. Yeah, why not? Actually, no. I'll remove the platform assets on those ones and have the canopies on those instead. With some benches beneath. I mean, they're into Colonel's rule, but not entirely. I mean, look, there's a bin and there's a bench. A bin, bench, a bin, bench, bin, bench for those two benches. And bin, bench. Bin, bench, bin, bench. You see? Bins and benches, people. There are some there. Don't you build a bin without ever building a bench next to it. How are the wasps going to find you? that be? How balanced is that if I do it as a double span? They look even to me. If I do it as a triplet, yeah, if it's a quad span, or even ditch that section entirely and just do a tri-span. Yeah, I like that. But then what are you going to do about all of this? Good question. Glad you asked. The answer is I'm going to do it with covered ends. Like that. So that bit becomes a quad span. Quite adorably so. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Now you just got to plumb everything in. Oh, heavens. Do I? Yes, you do. But really, do I? Yes, you do. Well, what if I don't want? Yes, you do. Do you want it to work? Yes. Then you've got to go and plumb it in. Okay, fine. Yeah, because you can't find the Riverside. Riverside don't exist no more. Well, it does exist. It's the new site of Riverside. No, you want to go in on 6. Right. Do you come into Riverside after Crowborough? You're at a semi-fast. Could have you 5. Yeah, you come in on 5. You're on the slows anyway, yeah. Yeah, and then you go through 10. Needham local is 5 and 10. You've already figured that one out yourself. Bravo! And then the Newcastle Intercity. Actually, do I even want Newcastle to stop here anymore? No, I don't. I actually fancied Newcastle one stopping here anymore. It's got enough service. Then it shan't. Oh, I am gonna do. Gonna put a line out of 4. Run that through Becknell. And run that into the south terminators at Needham. You can go into 5. You can run back out of Becknell. Back down into here. This is going to go bright red. And that's a new the logical shuttle. So when you go out of Beckenham, you want to go out that side. There you go. I'm basically going to leave this here because I've done everything I wanted to in this turn, which was basically rebuild Legislaw. In the next episode that I get, and the next turn that I get to do, I'll want to be working on this railway mess at Barton upon Humber, just rebuilding all of it. Because there's a lot of traffic around here. And all in all, it is just a massive mess. Needham really has become a hub. I mean, the majority of the services that serve it currently are only really mine, with a single, what's known as penetrating service coming from Wolfgang. But it's still significant enough that it's noticeable. But I mean, Needham's passenger network is ran entirely by myself, apart from, I think there's a little bit ran by Wolf. Yeah. I mean, Wolf's gone to the effort of he's gone and upgraded a load of trams and like in the area, which is good. I mean, he kind of knows what he's doing when it comes to trams. He's driven them enough in his life. But yeah, are we gonna watch something come through or anything, or are we gonna do anything whilst we wait? I mean, we've got the Ivanhoe here leaving, and I'll put the clock on. But I don't really feel like there is anything for me to do right now. So yeah, the one thing I am gonna do is upgrade my passenger network, as in the rolling stock on it, and use the mod that I've added to make sure that the diagrams finally work in the right, do the right things in the right direction. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna do that without you guys. And oh well, we've just gone. What's that? Let's gone through Sandhurst, so we've actually be able to see the new longest bridge in this save being used. Please tell me there's not just another signal spammed there. There's another signal spam there, isn't it? Yes, there is. Oh, actually, what I'm going to do is when I get up here, I'm going to show you all what my brother's done, because I haven't seen this myself yet either. So in fact, I'm going to go up to Northwich and see this for myself. So in the turn prior, at Northwich Junction, Bloody, my actual IRL brother, who's a member in this save, went to the effort of rebuilding all of this. And I mean all of it. I'm just looking here, and it is just, he's just made an app, he's worked on an absolute cobweb of rails. And he's actually made it look bloody brilliant. I mean, the amount of stuff he's got darting about hither and thither, and the fact that it's like, you know, just here, for example, this little goods train, it's just come out, it's just, you know, it'll just tootle its way along here and then come to a stop. He's rearranged all of this to allow for additional capacity. Is that my semi-fast? Yeah, it is. Right. I do want to rebuild the semi-fast. A selected vehicle. Right, semi-fast is also surprisingly full, so I do want to make sure it can hit 110 passenger-wise. So I need 11 coaches. I may as well go 12 coaches. So on a break, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I'll go with 6. So I can do that and a full break. Or actually redo the formation entirely because I want the full break to be more noticeable. So I want that. And then I want 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we can have birdcage. Right, so your first class is facing the right way. You're going down to Needham, and your first class is facing the right way. You are going to Needham, and your first class is facing the right way. You're going to Needham, your first class is facing the right way, and you're going to Lugshaw, and your first class is facing the wrong way. Ooh. Oh no. I actually need to set it to run around flip engine. And now, boop. Now it's facing the right way. Right, now I just need to do that with the rest of the fleet. Who are you? You're suburban, you're suburban. You're in Newcastle into city. And where is your first? That looks like third to me. Oh no, that's first class. Right. Run around flip engines. You're the right way. You are possibly the right way. You're the right way. Okay, so the ducket brake. Yeah, so the birdcage is in at the third end. So the birdcage needs to be at the country end of the train. Who are you? You are Woodhead. You are third first, right. You have set yourself to flip engine. Haverhill, Victoria. You're facing the right way. Are you heading to Haverhill? Yes, you are. So you're heading to the... You're heading Towton. You are heading... you're country end, aren't you? You're facing... No, going this way. You'll be facing the right way. You're going Great Torrington. You'd be facing the right. You are at Houghton. You're facing the right way. Yeah, so all of that's facing the right way. I think it's you. No, I missed. Yep, you're facing the right way. And you, who's coming around from Needham, you're also facing the right way. Yep, that works. Right, now. The actual intercity. Where's first? So first is birdcage end, but this is a double birdcage, so I'm going to have to go off windows. First class will have less windows. First class is 6. Okay. I need to make sure that it's set the right way. Set right. Yes, it is. Now, so you will be facing... You're actually facing the right way for being an inverted. You are facing the wrong way. Now you're facing the right way. You are facing the right way. And you are full. Thank God for that. And you are facing the wrong way. Now you're facing the right way. Is this line actually profitable? Oh God, no it isn't. Why would this line be profitable? So how much have we got here for the actual in city? Another 99 people. So this is gonna arrive full and leave full. Doing amazingly well on profitability there. Got 50 people at it. That's got that. That's got that. That's got that. But yeah, no. I'm gonna leave this video here. Yeah, it's been productive. It's been costly. It's been some places extremely annoying. But I'm gonna love you and leave you. In the meantime, yeah. In the meantime, yeah, you'll see a video that will link to previous video in the series, or the next, either the previous video uploaded on my channel, which will probably be the previous exchange sightings, or if you're watching this and this isn't the latest upload, it will be uploaded to the latest video on my channel. I think it's the latest video on my channel. I think it is. Anyway. Also, if you're watching this, do follow me on Twitch, and because I've been streaming there practically daily as of the time of recording this video. And yeah, I hope to see you there shortly. I have decided that my River Runner series, because it's clashing too much with exchange sightings, I'm going to move River Runner to a Twitch streamed series. I'm yet to make a schedule for my Twitch, partly because I can't predict anything when I'm not going to be streaming. So yeah, River Runner is going to become a Twitch series. There are still going to be references within the Transport Fever series that I do to such as, for example, hey, Lugshore Riverside, and up near Grantham I've got an entire goods line that's literally named River Runner. Yeah, no, it's on the nose. But yeah, I have... So, River Runner is going to become a Twitch stream series to try and clear out my backlog for videos. Buildcraft and more I have coming. I'm still editing episode 2. I've chosen my art style and chosen my style for Buildcraft and more, and that is in the works. Like I said, episode 2 is being edited. And Exchange Sidings will be here possibly by this time next week. You'll have the next episode being recorded. Exchange Sidings is more or less semi-reliable at this point. It tends to be about every week, if not fortnightly. What I'm thinking of doing is having Exchange Sidings release on a Wednesday, and then I'll have a weekend Transport Fever stream with River Runner, River Runner after as well as possibly either thinking of streaming my Minecraft Buildcraft and more, or doing either streaming Buildcraft and more or streaming something else in the meantime, as well as playing War Thunder with a few of my buddies of mine, Lightning Lance being one of them. Go and check them out on Switch. I'll link their stuff below in the thing. Yeah, I've got a hell of a lot of things planned. Need to sit down and organise a few collabs with people. Got them in the works. This is turning into a reduced at this point. Anyway, I'm going to go. And I'm going to go because I need to get this edited and uploaded. I will see you guys whenever. Please have a good day wherever you are.